Zhilei Zhang versus Joseph Parker coming to you live March 8th from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This bout will be contested over 12 rounds in the heavyweight division, which means that there will be no weight limit set for this contest. Zhilei Zhang will make his way into the ring with a record of 26 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, with 21 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Now, the stats do suggest that Zhilei Zhang will have a massive power punching advantage, as Zhilei Zhang will be boasting an 81% knockout ratio in comparison to Joseph Parker's 68% knockout ratio. Joseph Parker will step into the ring with a record of 34-3, with 23 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Joseph Parker is the far more experienced professional fighter, having fought 238 professional rounds in comparison to Zhilei Zhang only fighting 93 professional rounds. Zhilei Zhang has beaten 4 of his last 5 opponents. As a matter of fact, Zhilei Zhang has stopped 4 of his last 5 opponents. And the last 2 times that we saw Zhilei Zhang in the ring, we saw Zhilei Zhang knock out Joe Joyce. And in that second fight with Joe Joyce, we saw Zhilei Zhang score a highlight reel knockout that reminded the world exactly why he is called Big Bang Zhilei Zhang. But previous to those 2 knockouts over Joe Joyce, we saw Zhilei Zhang suffer the lone blemish on his resume when he lost a decision to Filip Hrgovic. Now, we scored that fight for Zhilei Zhang, but these things tend to happen in boxing more often than not. Joseph Parker has beaten 4 of his last 5 opponents. And the last time that we saw Joseph Parker in the ring, he scored a very impressive unanimous decision victory over Deontay Wilder. Now, I honestly think that that was the best Joseph Parker has looked throughout his entire career. And Joseph Parker could possibly be trending upwards in the heavyweight division, as before he beat Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker scored knockout victories over Simon King and over Fega Opalu. So, Joseph Parker is trending upwards in the heavyweight division. However, back in September of 2022, Joseph Parker was beat up and knocked out over 11 rounds by guess who? Yep, you got it. That's right. Joe Joyce. Joseph Parker was beaten up and knocked out over 11 rounds by Joe Joyce, the same man who Zhilei Zhang scored the highlight knockout reel over. Now, I know triangle theories do not tend to resonate well in boxing, but I kind of believe that this one will hold a little weight in this fight, so we will see. In terms of recent activity, Joseph Parker is the far more active fighter. Joseph Parker has fought his last 5 fights over a period of 1 year and 5 months, compared to Zhilei Zhang fighting his last 5 fights over a period of 2 years and 3 months. Zhilei Zhang and Joseph Parker is going to be a very competitive heavyweight clash. And this matchup also has heavy ramifications in the future of the heavyweight division. But here at Rounds Boxing Club, we're taking Zhilei Zhang to defeat Joseph Parker. And we'll even step out on a limb and say that Zhilei Zhang will stop Joseph Parker in between rounds 9 and 12. To keep up with the latest in the world of boxing, be sure to jab that subscribe button. You can also give us a follow over on Instagram and TikTok at Rounds Boxing Club. And as always, like, subscribe, protect yourself at all times. We out. Peace.